Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A very warm welcome to Sew with Fakhra. Do you also get confused when using a French curve ruler to draw the perfect armhole shape? Or does your armhole end up too big or too small? If so, today's video is just for you. Today, I'll show you how to draft and cut both the front and back armholes for a 20-inch chest size using only a French curve ruler. This video is being made in response to many of your requests, especially one sister who repeatedly asked for this topic in the comments. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. First, let's understand this line. This is the closed side of our shirt, and this is the open side. Let's assume our shoulder measurement is 14 inches. Half of 14 is 7 inches, and we'll add half an inch as a seam allowance. So mark 7.5 inches here. Now, from this point, measure 7 inches down. For a 20-inch chest size, the armhole depth will be 7 inches. Again, for a 20-inch chest size, the armhole depth will be 7 inches. Repeat the same 7-inch measurement on the other side and join both points with a straight line. This will be our chest line. Now, measure 6 inches down from the chest line and mark the waist. Although today's topic is the armhole, this mark will help you understand the complete drafting process more clearly. Earlier, we marked 7.5 inches on the shoulder. Now, reduce it by 1 inch at the bottom and mark 6.5 inches. Next, keep the neck width at 3.5 inches. Then mark a 1-inch shoulder drop and draw the shoulder line. Now, join the 7.5-inch shoulder point to the 6.5-inch side point. Next, mark the chest measurement. Half of a 20-inch chest is 10 inches. Add 1.5 inches as the cutting allowance. Mark 9 inches as the actual fitting measurement. Also include the 1.5-inch cutting allowance. Now, join these 2 points like this. Now, pay close attention here. From the 10-inch mark, measure 1 inch inward and place a mark. Next, find the midpoint of the armhole depth line. Now, position the French curve ruler on these points and draw a smooth curve. This will give you the perfect front armhole shape. Now, let's move on to cutting the front of the shirt. Leave a 1/2 inch seam allowance above the shoulder while cutting the front. Always remember that the seam allowance should be left separately. This green line is the actual cutting line for the front of the shirt. Now, let's prepare the back. Extend the back 3/4 inch above the front cutting line. Keep the neck width at 3.5 inches, then extend 3/4 inch above the green line and mark a straight line. On the shoulder drop side, extend only 1/2 inch. Mark the point and join it to the straight 3.5 inch neckline. Just as the front had a 7.5 inch shoulder mark, mark 7.5 inches on the back as well. Then, draw a straight line 1 inch downward from this point. Finally, use the French curve ruler to complete the smooth curve of the back armhole. Now, both the front and back armholes for a 20-inch chest size are completely ready. Many sisters ask whether the armhole will become too small after stitching. The answer is no. That's because we have kept the seam allowance separate, and the green line in the middle is the actual cutting line for the front of the shirt. Similarly, the back has been extended by 3/4 of an inch. So after stitching, the armhole will fit perfectly for a 20-inch chest size, inshallah. If you found today's video helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the Sew with Fakhra channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss our latest sewing, cutting, and dress design tutorials. And if you'd like to learn how to draft armhole shapes for 22, 24, 26, or any other chest size, be sure to let me know in the comments. Inshallah, I'll create a detailed video on your requested size as well. Your prayers and support are the true strength of Sew with Fakhra. May Allah Almighty bless you with ease, increase your sustenance, and grant you success in every aspect of your life.